So Limi defines recovery as a deeply personal, unique process of changing one's attitudes, values, feelings, goals, skills, and role, and a way of living a satisfying, hopeful, and contributing life even with the limitations caused by illness. It is important to note that the process is unique and personal. At the beginning of everyone's recovery is that person. They must decide what they need, which services or supports will work for them. Of course, as a nurse, we are able to provide information about different services and supports available, but at the end of the day, this person is the one who is in control and the one who knows best. The process of recovery involves a lot of change, new attitudes, goals, skills, and roles. The life they knew will be different, with the goal of a satisfying and hopeful life, which overcomes any barriers as a result of illness. Limi identifies 5 processes important for the journey of personal recovery. These are not scaled on a time frame, but as an ongoing process. They are connectedness with others, hope, identity, meaning in life, and empowerment, or CHIME. This graph reveals the symptomatic recovery rate for patients with no alcohol use disorder that began after the onset of bipolar disorder, and alcohol use disorder that began prior to the onset of bipolar disorder. As you can see, the alcohol-first group recovered at a much faster rate compared to the other two. As I researched, I saw many articles that revealed a similar outcome. However, there was no clear explanation for why this was in any article. Deegan described her experience of recovery from bipolar in a retrospective article. She explains how people couldn't see past her illness once she was diagnosed. They forgot who she was. This was a barrier for her recovery. She began to see herself as an illness. They had become one. She felt like there was no one left to take a stand toward the illness, no one to work on recovering, healing, or rebuilding her. She describes recovery as building a new house to call home, rather than finding a familiar home-like feeling. The outline of clinical recovery is less focused on, as there has been so many studies to show the complex and unique journey of recovery. However, clinical recovery is defined as no more than 2 syndromal features of mania, hypomania, or depression for at least 8 weeks, and no problem or minor problem that requires no treatment according to the Addiction Severity Index, ASI.